Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. In today's episode, we have another $75 mystery box from Ultrasabers, and I have a tale to tell. The tale that brought me to collecting lightsabers. My name is Robert Jones. My co-host, which looks like a cat, is secretly a Wookiee, cleverly disguised. Or maybe not so cleverly disguised. And she'll kibitz when necessary. For anyone who's still not familiar with Ultrasabers or their mystery boxes, I will leave the link below and look at their website. You can get anything from an array of different lightsabers to sabers that have light with no sound, to soundboards that are programmable with different light effects, different sound fonts, and it's all up for grabs because any of that could be inside this box. That's what's coming up on this episode of The Story Detective, so stay tuned. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, it's appreciated. While I cut into this and dispose of the pesky things like the bubble wrap that nobody likes, I'm going to tell you another little story. When I was looking to buy my first lightsaber, I was redesigning my studio, and I wanted it to be a little bit of everything that I enjoyed. My creative interests, my hobbies, and I wanted to buy a nice lightsaber replica. I didn't know I was going to become addicted to buying them, but that's later. When I was looking for a lightsaber, I was looking at the Black Series from Hasbro. And it just so happened around that time that there was a Facebook ad. This Facebook ad showed the Black Saber series, and they were selling them for like $35. Did this look a little too good to be true? Yes. Maybe it's a warehouse deal. I wasn't sure. But I decided to opt in. When I opted in, being that I wanted to start a YouTube channel, this was going to be my first unboxing video. So I put up a post on Facebook. The post was half-hearted. I said I opted into buying this lightsaber from Facebook. Follow me here. We're going to see whether I got something good and I can say, hey, look at this great lightsaber I got, or look at the piece of crap I got and how I got ripped off. I'm going to do an unboxing video. This is where it all begins. I got some likes and some comments from friends. They said, let me know, keep me posted, because they had seen the ad and they were interested too. So what happened is 2 days later, Facebook deleted the post. The comments, the post, everything connected with it had vanished. Have you got your guess firmly in mind? Do you know what's in here from the size and shape? Are you an Ultrasabers expert that you can tell these things just by the look of the package? I think I have it narrowed down to a couple of things. Let's make sure I don't cut the saber itself. Okay, let's see if I can get this out of here without revealing the name. Hold on. And it is. Looks like an Initiate V4. Yes, V4. It has the windows. It has the upgraded AV switch, which is nice. So between the windows and the switch, that's like I think a $20 upgrade right there. You always get more than your money's worth on these, even if you get one without sound. By the way, if this had sound, there would be white paper on the brown paper that said, congratulations, you got a saber with sound. So right away, if you see it's all just brown paper, it's not a saber with sound. But this is cool. I don't have one of these, and it has a lot of character. We're going to get back to reviewing some of that character in a minute. In terms of the lightsaber I purchased from Facebook, I got a shipping notification, so something was in the mail. But since it was coming from China, I had to wait 3 weeks to see what was going on. So I monitored from the tracking information they gave me, and for a while it sort of didn't seem to be moving. But eventually it did arrive, and I got the notification that it was delivered. So I looked outside the door, nothing. I went to the mailbox, and what did I find?
Okay, so
I got delivery of the lightsaber that I ordered from Facebook. The one that most of us saw is showing this nice metal lightsaber that looked very intricate. It arrived today. The package, I don't really have anything to measure at this point, but it's about
18 inches.
18 inches long, yeah. It fit in the mailbox, which the lightsaber they showed in the video could not have fit in the mailbox. It's also light as a feather. It feels lighter than the plastic lightsabers you can buy at Walmart. I'm going to open it up in a minute and we'll find out what we have.
Okay.
It can't possibly be what they advertised, so... Okay, so basically it looks like for $35 you get a broken plastic tube that's bent because of the mail. They sent it in this cheap plastic thing.
It had to be bent
And
to get in there.
a plastic, there you go. It does have some LED lights so that you can light it up,
So
so
you don't
it's...
have that crystal in there? Can you open that?
It's a cheap. So basically for $35 you get what you can pick up at Walmart for like
Let me
what,
see inside the
$5.
Batteries not included.
It's got a cheap toy label on it.
Oh,
It's not a collector's thing. They showed it sitting on a stand and said it was a collector's quality item.
well, now you can zap people around corners.
This is an epic fail. Okay, let's light this up and see what color we've got going on. Ooh, film's lighting out. All right, ready? The suspense. It's blue. It's my second Guardian blue mystery box, but that's fine. Windows, nice. Blade, nice.
3, 2.
The Wookiee has rejoined us. She actually likes these lightsabers. Whenever I light them up, for some reason, she's attracted to it. You just singed your whole face off. She doesn't care. So this saber is about 10¼ inches long, and the main complaint I've heard about the Initiate, it's not good for being a two-handed saber, and I can understand that. I mean, maybe if you held it up here you could do something with it, but it falls just short of being something that you could get good swings on in your hand. So probably if you were going to get one of these and you actually wanted to use it for dueling, which I don't, but I would say get an extended pommel. All it needs is about an inch and a half, and I think this would work fine. After I got the plastic dollar store saber, around that time is when I started getting in touch with the lightsaber community. And I saw that I wasn't the only one that fell for this scam. Other people were getting the same thing. Even in the UK, different parts of the world, people were doing unboxing videos and they were showing this same cheap plastic lightsaber, except some people actually had it mailed in a box where the blade didn't get bent to fit it in the package. Maybe they ran out of boxes when they mailed mine, because I really got not only a cheap saber, but a broken cheap saber. When I notified PayPal and put in the claim, they got back to me a few days later, and what they said was the seller wanted me to return the item before I got a refund. Now, obviously, the seller knew that they ripped me off, but they wanted me to mail it back and wait for the claim. It cost something like $14 to mail it back, which PayPal did reimburse me for. So then I had another wait, another 3 weeks. 3 weeks turned into something like 3 months. It was a long time before I got back from PayPal any sort of information. And then 3 weeks or 3 months later, what happens? I get an email from PayPal that says, the information that you gave us regarding the tracking information was not correct, and your refund is not going to be authorized. So I was like, what do you mean the information I gave you is no good? So I'm looking for the receipt from the post office. Remember, I'm remodeling my studio. Everything was torn apart. Everything was taken from my studio. And looking through all the boxes of papers that I put my information, my paperwork in, it wasn't there. The receipt had vanished. So PayPal wasn't budging, and I had nothing to back it up. So I not only got a broken toy, but I sent back the broken toy, and then I didn't get my money. The upside of this story is after a little more research, I discovered Ultrasabers, and I found their mystery boxes all over YouTube, and I binge watched a whole bunch of them, and they seemed interesting. They were also very addictive, and pretty soon I was buying lightsabers that looked like this instead of a cheap toy. I wanted to come back and do a bit of an epilogue to this video. First of all, on the lightsaber, I found some nice reddish, kind of a reddish-orange O-ring on eBay. And this color reminded me of the rusty red that they have on the Clone Wars. And I think it kind of suited the lightsaber pretty well. I also bought another MHS compatible pommel, which I think adds length and character. It almost looks like a totally different lightsaber now. Ultrasabers are made to be customized, and MHS compatible shops are handy things to have. So now it looks different, balance is different, it feels much better. And I think actually if I took some of that coppery gold Star Wars gold color and painted where the O-rings are in the sections that have the grooves and the O-rings, I think it would look very much like something out of the Clone Wars. So I think that's probably a future project. And I'll do some side-by-side comparison shots of this before and after the upgrades. Feels good, better balance, looks good. This was a very happy purchase. Thank you, Ultrasabers. I have an epilogue to the secondary story, the lightsaber that I got ripped off on. Now, in doing this video, I decided to go back through my other videos that I had for the unboxing, the notes that I took, and the receipt that I lost actually ended up in another file, and I found it. I don't know why I didn't find it before, but I did have it. I did take photos of the post office receipt, the international shipping receipt, and it all ended up in a file that was kind of an obscure place to put it, but that's where my computer ended up putting it. I took that file and I contacted PayPal and I told them what happened, and I said I do have receipts that I shipped this thing. And they reopened the case and I actually got a refund. I guess if there's a moral to this story, that it's that sometimes things aren't always what they appear. Between my own thoughts and being angry about it, even some friends saying it's because they're getting ad revenue from these people and they're not getting it from you, so you're basically screwed. So not everything is a conspiracy. When I looked into this again and re-putting in the tracking number from the original receipt, it said that a label had been created, but it wasn't in the system. It seemed like it had never been shipped. This was a post office error. It didn't have anything to do with Facebook or PayPal. So sometimes you need a little distance to gain perspective, and things need a second look once you've cooled off. I think we're primed to expect the worst from people and circumstances, and that's not always the case. And I'm happy to say that wasn't the case this time. So if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. If you like the lightsaber, check out Ultrasabers.com because their mystery boxes are probably the best buy for... You never go wrong. You always get more than your money's worth. I've said that before, but always an interesting experience. And I think it adds the fun to collecting, that mystery, that not knowing what you're going to get. And I would recommend it if you haven't tried it out. So until next time, may the Force be with you.